Hey guys, how we doing? So another YouTuber that I do reactions to talking about Demon Slayer. Damn it. I really need to get into this. It's frustrating me as well because I really want to watch Sword Art Online Alicization so I can watch Mother's Basement's video on that. Now I want to watch Demon Slayer, so I'm just like, ah! So, yeah. Let's see what Mother's Basement has to say on this anime that I haven't seen, but I need to see, that everyone else is talking about because they've seen it and I haven't, because I'm an idiot. I apologise for the lighting, it's really dark where I'm filming, so my phone is literally a light underneath the camera right now. Every time I look down it blinds me, so I'm trying to like not look at it, but you know when like you know you shouldn't look at something and you keep doing it? Right, anyway, what's so great about Demon Slayer?
Since it started airing this spring, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba has kinda flown under the anime community's collective radar, at least as much as a Shonen Jump adaptation can. It's obviously been more popular than most of the shows going, and been noted for its stellar production value and stylistic flourishes.
It looks amazing.
But it wasn't really hyped up in the same way that The Promised Neverland, Attack on Titan, and Dr. Stone have been.
No, there wasn't as much promotion for it, to be
in a
fair.
big way, as fan reactions to the fight at the end of episode 19,
19 is what everyone talks about.
Full anime treatment soon, pushed the series to Twitter's trending tab and to the top of our anime.
Mentioned Ninja.
And with good reason. It was a phenomenally executed fight that served as a perfect capstone to an equally phenomenal story arc.
Yeah.
One of the rare events
That's
in
what everyone
anime
says, it just
so
caps
good
off
that
so
it
much
didn't
stuff is
just
built up to it,
increase
like.
my hype for what's to come. It also helped me better understand and appreciate what the series was going for leading into it. So today, before I dig into the gritty, spoilery details of that specific fight, I'd like to examine what makes the show so damn good in general.
Okay.
If you'd like to see for yourself, you can of course watch all of Demon Slayer
On
right
Crunchyroll,
now
here we
using
go.
today's sponsor,
Hey,
Crunchyroll.
hey.
Now let's start with the obvious advantages this series has. As a ufotable show, Demon Slayer's
The animation.
CGI backgrounds
Crazy.
are of course breathtaking, and the traditional animated elements are impeccably composited into them.
Looks so
For
good.
wide shots, the show
Looks so
sometimes uses
good.
high-quality CG rigs of its main characters that manage to look just as good as the hand-drawn bits, if not better. It is one of the most technically impressive digital anime series I've ever seen, and it has a distinctive artistic sensibility to back that prowess up.
Every time I
Like
see
many
clips now,
shonen
I'm just
anime,
like,
Demon Slayer's action scenes are peppered with flashy effects, but not because its heroes use flashy superpowers. The Demon Slayers are almost regular swordsmen, not magicians or aliens, so impressionistic elemental effects are used to add character to their sword techniques as a sort of visual metaphor. Tanjiro's sword flows through his foes like water.
Like water.
Zenitsu strikes fast like lightning.
That's cool.
As our heroes fight, they paint the battlefield with these elements, and the effect is really something.
That's class.
Besides making
Absolutely
these more
class.
rounded fight scenes look anime beautiful, this also allows us as viewers to intuitively understand the differences in their fighting styles without needing lengthy explanations of technique. It's a brilliant action conceit that feels decidedly novel in the modern Dragon Ball influenced shonen landscape. Still, even with all it has going for it aesthetically and conceptually, Demon Slayer's real strength lies in its characters and its confident, thematically driven storytelling. And I'm honestly surprised to be saying that, because when I first started watching it, I kinda got the impression that it was a bit of a meat-headed bro show, indulging in endless action for action's sake.
First 2.5 episodes I watched, I was just like,
I
should have stuck with it.
on very
God.
important topics.
Damn.
It just prefers to let its fist do the talking most of the time, so to speak. As shonen action anime go, Demon Slayer is, above all else, an incredibly efficient series. It cuts out almost all of the fat between the meaty fights that
just
no
gets
shonen
into it.
fans are here for. In this first season, at least, the story, aided by Tanjiro's talking crow, drags our heroes from one brutal brawl to the next, with at most an episode of downtime between its clashes of blood and steel. Now, that pure fight-focused structure could very easily become exhausting and tedious if handled poorly. There's a reason that My Hero Academia takes significant time off from dorm decorating and other less combat-driven story arcs, and gives its big fights a lot of build-up before letting fists fly.
Such a good fight.
But Demon Slayer does an impeccable job of using those conflicts to advance its central themes and character arcs, ensuring that each battle really means something and moves the plot forward in substantial ways. Tanjiro's very first fight with Tomioka establishes his resourceful, self-sacrificing nature and
the
demonstrates
Tomahawk was
the strength
cool.
of his
I did
villain
kind of
Nezuko.
like that.
Their fight with the Temple Demon on the way to meet Urokodaki reinforces that bond and
Yeah,
shows
shows
us
that she's
Nezuko
still
is a
willing to
force
help.
to be reckoned with in her own right.
Bam.
The mountain training arc takes Tanjiro on a
I got
long
halfway through that, I just couldn't
journey
be bothered.
to discover his own inner strength, while the survival test that follows shows us how much he's grown and demonstrates the incredible empathy that
Looks so
defines
good
him
though.
as a
Oh
character.
man.
The fight with the shadow demon clone triplet guys introduces the concept of blood demon magic that will serve to differentiate each villain moving forward, as well as some clever alternative uses for Tanjiro's sword techniques, and shows us how effective he and Nezuko can be as a team. The Asakusa arc officially puts our heroes
The
on
Michael
the big
Jackson
bad
looking
radar
character.
very early on for this kind of show, while subverting our expectations of what kind of monster he is, showing how he manipulates his followers, and establishing that other good demons do exist outside of his control.
Cool.
The Drumhouse battle gives us a proper introduction to a pair of wonderful supporting characters in Zenitsu, who's basically Ultra Instinct
Everyone
Shaggy
seems to love
with
him.
Mineta mixed in, and the
Yeah.
very, very good boy Inosuke. It also expands on the hierarchical structure of Kibutsuji Muzan's demon society and the psychological toll that his manipulation and intimidation tactics take on those who fall short of his expectations
Interesting.
and are abandoned
Damn.
by him. That toll becomes the focal point of the Natagumo Mountain arc, which throws Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke up against a family of spider-like demons led by one of Muzan's top soldiers, the 12 Demon Moons.
Whoa.
In terms of making the grander narrative function, this arc establishes an upper limit to each of our heroes' abilities and the huge gap between them and the elite pillars, which shows us just how far Tanjiro has left to go if he wants to accomplish his quest of collecting the blood of the Demon Moons and curing Nezuko.
Ah, so that's
While
what
it's
he's doing.
all of that
Wow.
mechanical storytelling stuff, the arc also explores some heavy themes. It becomes clear early on that the members of the Spider Clan aren't exactly a happy family.
Oh.
As the mother tries and fails to use her spiderweb puppets to kill the demon slayers on the mountain, a single word from her son about telling father of her failure sends her spiraling into abject terror. And when Tanjiro catches up with her, she's all too happy to embrace death rather than facing her family. Without spoiling
That's
too
what's going
much,
on in that
the
scene.
entire spider household is the creation of a mind that does not comprehend love and that is not willing to give it, but still desperately wants to be loved. Because he can't come by it honestly, the head of the household chooses to take what he wants by any means
Necessary, right?
forging a bond of terror within his fake family, whose fear of him is second only to their fear of the outsiders he protects them from. That fear keeps them isolated from the outside world and from each other,
They all look
which
amazing.
leaves their tormentor as their only real human connection. It's a textbook pattern of abuse, and it couldn't stand in starker contrast to the love that Tanjiro shares with Nezuko and the rest of his family, as well as the bond of friendship he's beginning to forge with his companions. That conflict between fear and love lies at the core of Demon Slayer's narrative, creating a consistent through line through all of its fights and story arcs. At every turn, Tanjiro shows that he's willing to give his all to support and protect the people he cares about. And that kindness inspires all of them, even the boorish Inosuke
Makes them want to
and
keep
the
trying.
pervert Zenitsu, to do the same for him.
Cool.
Tanjiro's sword skills and superhuman sense of smell are nothing.
Oh yeah, he was
to
always
sneeze
good at
at,
smelling,
but
wasn't he? In
time
the
and
first two
again,
episodes.
it's
Weird.
that love that really saves his neck. It's implied to be what helps Nezuko get a grip on herself when she first transforms into a demon, and when Tomioka is about to slay her, it's only witnessing how far the siblings will
She's
go
like,
to
no, you
protect
stay
each other
away.
that
Yeah,
stays his blade.
that was cool.
When he's knocked out fighting the hand demon, Tanjiro is roused back into action by his dead brother's voice, and the examples go on and on. Demon Slayer's fights are varied and fascinating, pitting relatively realistic swordplay against stand-like supernatural threats to create a unique and unpredictable dynamic. But while no two fights are the same, from the start right up to that last battle that set the anime community ablaze,
19.
that theme of Tanjiro being empowered by his bonds with others is an undercurrent in all of them. Also ever-present is our hero's compassion for everyone around him, including the monsters he must fight.
He's a nice guy.
Almost every demon is shown to have some pain buried deep within them, glimmers of the people
Don't they
who
cry every
were
time
before
they
their
die?
humanity was stolen from them. And because of his connections to Nezuko, Tanjiro is able to see that humanity inside of them and find ways to comfort them in their
That
final
makes
moments.
sense. Yes.
This
His
gives
sister
every
is
fight in
a
the show
demon.
a sort of beautiful,
he can-
bittersweet aftertaste.
He knows
There's
there's
a surprising
humanity that's still in
nuance
there.
in how the demons are written here. They're painted as sympathetic figures with comprehensible motivations, but the series is careful to never let that excuse their actions.
Yeah,
They've
they're
killed
still
people,
bad. They
ruined lives,
gotta go.
and they will keep doing so until they are stopped by any means necessary. They are demons, and they must be slain, but Tanjiro can at least carry out that task with kindness rather than cruelty, understanding that the pain they cause doesn't invalidate their own inner pain. Of course, most demon slayers don't have a Nezuko and thus have no reason to share this sentimental outlook. Many of the rank-and-file soldiers we meet on Nataguma Mountain express an outright mercenary attitude toward their work, seeking to climb the ranks and increase their pay by scoring easy kills on weaker demons.
Right.
The guy who stumbles on Tanjiro's argument with the Spider Kids is downright excited for the opportunity to kill a child he knows nothing about.
Oh my god.
The hunters who chase down the younger Spider sister in her flashback have a similar attitude. They don't see the human side of the demons or understand their individual suffering. To them, they're just monsters who need to be put down. And that attitude does make a lot of practical sense when you're trying to mitigate the threat posed by demons as a whole. But how does somebody with that viewpoint deal with Nezuko, or Lady Tamayo, and Yushiro? And will the Corps' attitude change should Tamayo ever complete her cure? If rehabilitation becomes an option, is the model of justice through punishment that the Slayers adhere to still the best method of handling
changes
demons?
everything.
Or does it become unnecessarily cruel?
You're messing with what is the norm.
Audacity to venture a guess as to where this very long story that's barely started is going, I've got a feeling that at some point in the series, those questions are going to throw Tanjiro into conflict with his fellow hunters.
Like,
with how hard the series pushes
you're changing everything.
Passion, love, and understanding, I have a hard time believing that it's driving to so simple a conclusion as stop all the bad demons by killing them dead.
Yeah.
Right at the start of the series, Urokodaki plants this suggestion in Nezuko's head to pacify her a bit. All humans are your family. And not long after that, through Tamayo, the series establishes that demons can be seen as humans within that framework.
Right.
If we assume that that suggestion is the core message that the series ultimately aims to send, the way that it handles its fights and characters makes a lot of sense. If everyone is your family, then you should show them kindness and respect, even if they're doing something bad that you need to put a stop to. Right now, the greatest kindness that Tanjiro can show his foes is to kill them painlessly, using a technique that Urokodaki taught him, I might add.
Right.
But if he were able to save them all, or at least give them a chance to redeem themselves, I think he'd do it.
He would take that opportunity,
Even if the series doesn't go there, though, I really like what Tanjiro represents as a hero. Unlike many gung-ho shonen boys, he uses violence only to the extent that it's necessary to protect himself and others. He returns harmless provocation from the likes of Inosuke only with kindly smiles, but responds to injustice and threats against his loved ones with righteous, valid anger. He is legitimately one of the best role models I've seen come out of a Shonen Jump title since Emma in the Promised Neverland, which wasn't that long ago, but they're both welcome outliers in an imprint and a genre that tends to over-glorify violence and aggression. Sure, it's fun to watch a shonen battle that makes you shout, "Fuck him up!" But Demon Slayer shows that fight scenes can be engaging and interesting without relying on that response. And in spite of how simple its premise seems at first blush, that makes it feel downright refreshing to watch. I don't know what's been leaking into the water at Shonen Jump over the last few years, but they have been hitting home run after home run. And while at first glance I thought that this series would only make it to first or second, the ball hit a low-flying bird and then bounced into the bleachers, and I have lost control of this metaphor, and I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about either.
What I'm trying to say is that I underestimated Demon Slayer, but with time, it's proven that it deserves to stand next to Haikyuu, The Promised Neverland, My Hero Academia, and Dr. Stone as one of the best Shonen Jump titles currently running. You're probably already watching it, but if you're not, even if the whole Shonen punch-em-up deal isn't usually your thing, definitely give it a look.
It usually is.
As I said at the top of this video, Demon Slayer
first 2 episodes, I was like, this is okay.
Crunchyroll. So if you sign up for a 14-day free trial at crunchyroll.com/basement, you can get caught up on the whole series right now and catch the next episode as soon as it airs. Plus, they have hundreds of other
Fire
anime,
Force.
new and
I
old
still
for you
need
to
to
watch
watch Season 2. Is it wrong? Try and pickle
The
girls in a
cheap
dungeon.
and convenient anime streaming isn't the only thing that Crunchyroll offers. They also put on an annual convention, Crunchyroll Expo, which will be happening this year from August 30th to September 1st
Oh,
at
are you
the San
there?
Jose
Are you
Convention
there?
Center. I've been to a lot of cons in my time as both a guest and a fan, and CRX has consistently been one of the most fun and best run events that I've had the pleasure of going to.
Cool.
Especially impressive considering how young it is. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it down there this year, but plenty of awesome people will be there, including horror manga legend Junji Ito, the creative team behind Mob Psycho 100, who will be premiering their brand new Mob Psycho OVA,
The OVA, yeah.
and Maiden Abyss composer / all-around great guy Kevin Penkin. From various anime premieres to an all-Crunchyroll anime maid cafe to daily official Yu-Gi-Oh! Events and tournaments, Crunchyroll Expo offers a metric ton of events and attractions to keep you busy in between meeting all of those awesome folks. Also, Flo is going to be there and putting on a concert, and I am so sad that I won't get to see that, but at least all of you guys can go and enjoy the con in my stead. Check out the link in the doobly-doo to see everything that's happening that weekend and get your tickets today. I'm Jeff Thu, professional shitbag, signing out from my mother's basement.
I need to watch this anime, don't I? Oh my god. My god. It does seem cool. I think it's funny that Nux did a video first before anyone else. I think that's interesting. I didn't really see anyone else in my subscription feed doing a video about Demon Slayer, and then Nux did when it's like was a few episodes in. But now everyone's talking about it, so I think he saw the potential there. I do need to like get into it. But hey, we learn from these things. I am going to try and get that Alicization dumpster fire simulator video out before the end of the month. I am so sorry. I'm trying. But until then, thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, haven't already, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you should watch this in future videos. And I'll see you guys, next time.